This is Plenty with Sulo, the venue partner, Department of Coffee, clothing partner, G Flock, the hair and makeup, Beauty Quest. Be tuned to Daily Mirror Online. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Plenty with Sulo. Today we have an emerging corporate leader. She recently won the New Generation Awards Most Inclusive Award, and she is the Senior Executive of Health and Safety and Environment at South Asia Gateway Terminal, and she is Kaushani Perera. Hi Kaushani.
Hi, Dr. Sulochana.
Just call me Sulo, okay? So this is Plenty with Sulo. This is just a discussion, and we are going to talk about you, your career, and the future of youth. So before we proceed, Kaushani, I'm going to ask you, who is Kaushani?
Thank you so much, Sulo, for inviting for this program, Plenty with Sulo. It's an honor to be participating in this program. If someone asks about myself, who is Kaushani, I would say, to give a brief intro, that I'm the person who sees the opportunity when opportunity knocks into me and became the first female health and safety officer in Port of Colombo and as well as in SAGT. Where I have been started my journey? Well, I went to Sujata Vidyalaya Nugegoda and Anula Vidyalaya Nugegoda for my studies, and soon after that, I want to join the State University, but at the time, I had a dream that I want to go for KDU, not because of just anything, but because of the uniform of KDU. It gives the appearance of you about like a pilot. So that was inspiring that I want to join KDU, but I never knew that so much of opportunities ahead of me that waiting for me. So soon after I joined KDU for doing my degree, my BSc in logistics management. That was another case because most of the students now, they are looking for maybe marketing, HR, the perceived the norms that they've known about these industries. But logistics, we've known as is a niche market. So even before applying, I did some research whether there is really a job market for logistics. Yes, there's a vast range of job scope because people don't know much about, especially youngsters don't know much why we should apply for these unknown roles, or that especially that women don't follow those roles. Even in our batch, I would see a lot of male students, but very less female students. So soon after that, now we want to looking for jobs. So that's the most challenging part. That's everyone know. So I was waiting for a job and I was quite disappointed at some point that all of my friends, they are getting selected, apparel sectors, whatever the sectors that they're applying for. But in that my mind, always that I want is to become someone that is someone is not doing something for an area that someone is not always seeking into. Because every time I pass the port, I was wondering that one day I'm going to go there, I'm going to work there. But I didn't had a niche about how I'm going to go there. So I've applied and I've got this interview at SAGT 6 years back. And that is also a coincidence, I would say, because I'm from logistics background, but I selected for commercial and marketing. And someone would say, what are you going to do in commercial and marketing and doing logistics? So at first point, I thought that this is not the right choice that I've made. But soon that I known that, after pursuing my dreams at commercial and marketing, I've got to know a lot of customers, the networking sessions. And in the C-suite level, I've able to see those people in the corporate world and to keep my very first stepping stone in corporate world at commercial and marketing. So that I would say that is the that I met the right people at the right time because I took the right decision.
I'm going to stop you and ask you, what made you to choose logistics?
Well, as I said, a lot of students are looking at the other opportunities. Maybe it's HR, marketing and all that. But logistics is not a field that everyone could know about. So I went out of my zone and looked into what is this logistics about. But from the facts, from the figures, it is clear that the women participation is very less in logistics sector especially. and even in the maritime sector as well. But this, my dream of becoming a part of a person at port one day, that is the desire that I want
So
to
that
go there.
was there in your self when you were a child also, you want to be in the ports?
Yes, because when I see those colorful cranes and the colorful container boxes, it is like a Legoland to me. So that was the dream that I had, but I never knew that I would be ended up here today and winning an inclusivity award for that. So that is, I think, the dreams that will take you where you want to go.
Yeah, as you said, the dreams will take us if you were to go, but we have to have that passion and wait for the right time. I'm going to ask you, okay, you had a dream, you got into somehow to the port, and a young girl working in a male dominated industry, and a port is not an easy place.
Yes.
How the colleagues look at you, the friends whom you were in school, and the friends, youth friends, and your family look at you when you say, oh, I'm the only lady who's in this
Yeah.
safety and I'm working with cranes, and I know
Yes.
you're working with 800 blue collar male employees,
Yeah.
with all that. How do they look at you?
So when I selected logistics, my parents had a doubt that really I'm going to end up in a job because they don't have that idea about it. And from the young age, of course, what our parents always look at is that people, especially women, work in particular jobs. There are particular jobs for women. So they will not never encourage your daughter to work in night, and especially in a male-dominated industry. So when I said to my mom, I'm going to take a decision that I'm at commercial and marketing now, and the company is going to readily offer me an opportunity in health and safety, but I'm quite sure this is going to be challenging. So the first thing that my mom had, the doubt she had, was whether my daughter will be safe when she's working at night. So these kind of social perceptions around us sometimes limit in working in male-dominated industry. So that's one challenge I had, to prove my family that I'm going to be safe while I'm working in health and safety. So that's the one thing. And the other thing is, we've known that these jobs cannot be easily found. So we have to go out there and really seek out whether these jobs are there. So I'm truly grateful that the management, instead of clipping my wings, they've always encouraged me to go out of from comfort zone, climbing 74-meter high cranes. And it was quite uncomfortable for the workers. I have to be honest with you. A girl going alone in the yard, working alone in the yard, and sometimes, talking to them. So it's quite uncomfortable for them to see women going everywhere, and especially addressing their safety matters. But by the time, I would say, sometimes when my colleagues address about the matters, maybe it could be a safety conscious, something they have been violated, they find it quite aggressive when men and men talk, right? But the manner that women add color to that, women address these issues, the motherhood comes first. So they got the idea that I'm telling them that they should be safe, not because of I'm a health and safety professional, but as women, the motherhood comes first, and they see that it comes out from me, and this lady is actually going there and being there to save us from the unsafe act conditions around us. So that is something that matters when it comes to women in safety. Then that is why we should encourage women to come to health and safety. As I said, those are the few challenges that I've been encompasses while I'm working in health and safety. But yet those challenges, we can make it to opportunities.
Yeah, challenges are always opportunities. I'm going to ask you a very personal question. Now, I know that you're still single.
Yeah.
When you...
I'm married.
Now you're married.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's married. How your husband or the husband, the family, everyone look at this thing? Because, okay, you convince your mother, your parents, your family, friends. Then working at night, working in a male-dominated industry, how do your husband look at it? The family look at it? How this?
Yes. Thank you, Sulo, for asking that question, because we know that family expands. So once you find your partner, Now you convince your family, now it's time for you to convince your partner. So at that time, my boyfriend, when I was doing my job, when I said I'm going to move to from commercial and marketing to health and safety, he's quite shocked. Because you are doing very well in commercial and marketing and you are with C-suite people, why you want to go for the blue collar work stuff? I said that's my passion and that's where I want to be, because we don't see much people there, and this is the time that I should take that opportunity, and I'm so grateful that he accepted it. He supported me for it, because there are a few, I would say, people will not accept it at the first glance. So he might be thinking that why I need to be work at night, and especially when I get married. So there are family commitments as well. So it won't be possible that every time I work at night, every time I be there at the yard, because it's not quite easy. It's not only about the office work. You have to be at the office, the boardroom. At the same time, you have to go to the yard and do the observations, which is you are in a quiet, high-risk environment. So there's a life threat as well. So yes, first, I think the very first step that you take is the hardest step. But by the time when you are performing there, when you are supporting your family, everyone around you will support for you that. So I think that's the biggest inspiration for me, my parents and my husband. Even today, so he accompanied me here today. So he's so glad that whatever the hard work that I've been doing, been acknowledged. And I think always men is the path that should support women to go or climb up their ladder.
So, getting to your dreams and everything, yes, now you have come to a state. If I ask you, who will be your successor? Will you help another young girl to come up on the same thing, who may not have the same background? Will you make a woman successor, or you say, oh, it's a gender neutral, they have to make your choice?
In health and safety, I would say it would be open to everyone, Sulo, because as a number, we see there's very less participation in health and safety, both women and men. When it comes to government sector, we see that there are very less awareness, at the same time less participation of health and safety professionals. People don't know. And at the same time, people don't report the accidents and incidents, even fatal injuries. You know how many incidents happen per year, and how much of that reflects in the records because of the less awareness. And I see that there should be a strong move that government should take. Both women and men should work together and make this health and safety culture in Sri Lanka. So this is where we should start. And of course, I would more encourage that women should be in these male-dominated roles, because we see that different kind of skill set that women bring when women are in these roles. As I said, the motherhood care, the way they look at it, and strong decision-making skills, and at the same time, the problem-solving skills. Because health and safety is all about you are doing investigations, you are finding root causes, and women got that tactics and notch about finding the right thing, because they are detectors from their nature. So these are the jobs that we should see women, and women will perform wherever these jobs are given. So I always encourage both women and men should participate in health and safety, and that is a general awareness in public, the government sector, everywhere, that we should be encouraged of and make the awareness of.
Good one. And what is your future goal? Okay, you got into a step. Right now you're married, then you have to make a family, or all those things. So with that, and your personal goal and also your career goal.
Yes. So as I said, Sulo, I want to go to the port. That was my dream while my childhood. As a child, that is where I want to go. So now here I am, and for an award, I've been win an award for what I've been done. So that is the greatest satisfaction that I would get for what I've been done. But that's not it, because award is something that is given to you for what you have been done. But this is all about what you're going to give back to the community. So as a brave woman in health and safety, I would always encourage, and always I would like to raise the awareness for young women out there about the capabilities, capacities that you've got when you enter to this health and safety profession. But you might be thinking how you're going to start it. So soon after A levels, we'll be thinking about we are going abroad, or there are very few paths that people know of. But health and safety is one path that you should be considered about. So for that, we need to have the national awareness of it. Especially, there's a national institute called National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health, where you can start from the certificate level up to a diploma level, NVQ. You can achieve the NVQ level, and now they're going to start the higher diploma, higher BSc as well. So the avenues are there, but always reach out to them. So for young women out there, young men out there, so my message is that don't stick to one area. And I will always guide them, mentor them, help them. So I've been started doing lecturing recently, because in logistics earlier it was only about the logistics management, HR and all those aspects covered in logistics. But recently in KDU they have started, they need to cover the OHS aspects as well, health and safety aspects as well. So SAGT is now helping the logistics universities, and at the same time we are going to start it at the school level as well, how we can give this idea, the awareness of health and safety, why it should be covered in our university life, and at the same time in our school life as well, why these subjects need to be covered. So then and there people know that these kind of areas are available, these are growing markets, and these are the areas that people should be participate of. So from the KDU that now we have started health and safety lecturing. So I've been part of it, and I'm so grateful that so after winning this award, these students are calling me and congratulating me. So that's the biggest achievement that you can get, that you have been influenced many people from this. So I won't be stopped from here. So soon or later, I'm going to involve with the NIOSH, the national body as well. So how we could raise the awareness among the general public, and at the same time, students, school leavers, how we can encourage them to follow these courses and become young health and safety professionals in Sri Lanka, where we see there's a lot of demand and we need to raise the awareness of these demanding fields. So that would be my goal.
That will be a great goal, because it's not just a career or a personal, but it's a national goal. My final question to you, a lot of youth complains that they do not want to stay on the same place. And also they leave the country and they work odd jobs in other countries while we have a huge job market here. What is your final message for youth, apart from getting into a job, but from attitude-wise? What is your final message?
My final message would be, Sulo, when the opportunities knocks to you, you might be think this is not the perfect opportunity for you. And even at office, we see these sometimes, Gen Z, even the new generation, they try to come out from a different angle. They don't try to come out from a different angle, think inside of the box. But see outside what kind of opportunities that would be available. And at the same time, my message to youth is always be the authentic self of you. If you know who you want to be one day, not because of your parents, not because of anyone else, just ask from you what you want to be. So if there are avenues available, go seek it, look into it. Those avenues will be always open for you. So that is my message to them, and never ever give up with any challenges that comes to you. Think them as blessings, because these challenges will strive you to your success. Because one day when you go to a place and look back, those challenges will be there. Then you will be remembered that these challenges are the things that you have been strived and where you are today. So always be the authentic self of you, never give up, and seek for opportunities. So those are my words for the new generation.
So Kaushani just didn't speak about her dream. She spoke how she achieved it. And also she spoke about giving it back to the country. Further, she said she wanted to have successes, whether they are women or men, both she wants to empower. So today we spoke with Kaushani Perera, who is the Senior Executive Health and Safety Environment at South Asia Getaway. This is Plenty with Sulo.